one quick minute here. I'm still figuring out my streaming software, and this is take two. I did take one, and I was muted the entire time. So this is take two, everybody, and now we are live on Instagram. We are live, hopefully, on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube. So what's up, everybody? If you don't know me, I'm Dave Perichin. I'm a full-time real estate investor. Spend a lot of my energy into personal development, have learned many lessons, and I'm going to be sharing with you some lessons that I have learned on unlocking a mindset of wealth and abundance. And a lot of these lessons that I have learned have come over the last 26 months. When I personally, with my business partner, RJ Pepino, we have paid off over $10 million of debt. We have completely transformed our real estate investing business to focus on cash flow and profitability. We have fought many hard-fought struggles when it comes to finances, and these are all blessings. And I'll tell you why. You know, paying off over $10 million in debt, and we still got a couple million to go, but we're well on our way. We're well on our path. And it's funny because we pray for personal growth. We get challenges. This is the way the world works. It's really important to start a mindset of growth. A growth mindset is one that all challenges and adversities, they really are here to serve you. Believe me, I'll be the first one to tell you, it's not always easy to see it. But ultimately, it is the challenges that I personally have been through that have helped me identify some of the things that block wealth and block abundance, which is our birthright, I firmly believe. And you're going to see kind of in this video some examples of that wealth and abundance truly is everywhere. It really is. I'm not going to get too woo-woo. Maybe I will. I don't know. But all that I'm sharing with you all are lessons that I have learned personally. So lesson number one is that our beliefs are everything. And our beliefs, right, that are ingrained in us, ingrained when and it's built into us, conditioned and programmed into us ever since we're little. And it is our beliefs that dictate our life. We believe, and I'm speaking on my own personal experience here, we believe that it's not about the beliefs, it's not about anything except for that to-do list. So we attack these to-do lists. That's actually at the other end of the spectrum. Actions. Our actions are dictated by our beliefs. But if we don't know that, if we're not cognizant of how powerful our beliefs are, we're just going to keep taking the same actions over and over again, and we're never going to get out of that rat race. So the first lesson is let's work on our beliefs more than we actually work on the to-do list. I know it's tough. I know we're conditioned and programmed to just hustle and grind. And that's actually part of the beliefs that we're going to be working on in this video of like, we got to hustle, we got to grind, we got to just, give it everything we got. We got to swim upstream and we're going to be rewarded the harder we work. And these are all beliefs, right? And that's what we are going to manifest in our life if we don't take a step back and actually start to observe it. So the first lesson is that our beliefs are dictating our lives. And I'm going to give you a quick example. Think about when you drive your car, and you've done this example before. You're driving from point A to point B. You don't remember every single car that you passed on the road. You don't remember every time you turn the turning signal on and this and that. No, you are operating on autopilot. Of course, it's that way in every part of our lives. We're all on autopilot. It's not just with driving. It's not just, that's just when we're able to observe it, because you can land at your destination and be like, I don't even remember getting here, but you got here. Well, guess what? I'm here to let you know we are living our lives this way. And Napoleon Hill, the guy that wrote Think and Grow Rich, he calls it hypnotic rhythm. We're living in this hypnotic rhythm because we're just creatures of our beliefs and of our conditioning and programming. And now we are creatures of reaction. Something happens, we react. Something happens, we react. So what we're going to do here in our exercise today is we're going to kind of peel this back a little bit and start to be more conscious, start to be aware, start to realize that all of your power is in the present moment. And then you're going to actually shift from being a creature of reaction to more of a creature of response. So this is you changing your life. When you can actually pay attention to the space of the stimulus that happens to you, like anything that happens in your physical life, and then how you respond, that space between what happens and how you respond, that's the magic zone. That is the present. That's powerful right there. So we're going to start with that. We're going to realize how important the present moment is. This is where all of our power is. And we're going to acknowledge the fact that our beliefs create our thoughts. Our thoughts create our feelings. We feel a certain way, and that is going to create our knee-jerk reaction. Well, okay, so let's start with our beliefs, and that's going to change the way that we think. And then ultimately, it's going to change the way that we feel about anything that's happening to us. And now we are not just going to be a creature of reaction, but more of a creature of response. So how do we identify our current beliefs? It's very simple, everybody. Just ask yourself the question, what was money like when I was little? Were you in an environment where money, caused arguments and bickering? Were you in an environment where, it was all about hard work? You got to work hard. You got to struggle. Was struggle real for you when you were little? Were you in an environment where there was never enough, right? Were you in an environment, and this is a big one right here. This might be the biggest one, probably for me, where you were kind of believed, or you believe where money is for them, but not for us. That's massive. And I think this is generational. We're not pointing the finger at anybody. I think scarcity programming goes all the way back to when there was kings and queens and pharaohs and rulers and whatnot who like owned all of the wealth, and everybody else basically just served the king, right? And this is built into people for generations. And if we don't take a step back and actually start to observe this, we're just going to live on a hamster wheel, right? We're just going to constantly live in this hypnotic state where we just react to things and our lives are never going to change. So the best way to identify your current beliefs is just to ask yourself, what was money like when I was little? So ask yourself that right now. What was money like when you were little? So working on your beliefs is more important than your to-dos. So this is doing the work. And what I'm here to do is sometimes when you present somebody with an exercise to do like this, it creates more stress because this is part of your belief system too. It's like, I'm here to let you know there's no extra added work for you to do here today. There's no added work where it's like, oh, I gotta fix these beliefs. I gotta work on myself. I gotta feel stressed. I gotta white knuckle this thing. I gotta use force. I gotta use willpower. I'm gonna fight these negative beliefs. That's not the way. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to do anything. You are defeating these negative beliefs simply by taking the action of observing them. You've started the work. If you've done the exercise up to this point and just asked yourself the question of what was money like when I was little, bam. Now you're on your path to creating a new mindset and a new belief system. Most people never even ask themselves. They take a step back, and most people never pay attention to what their current beliefs are. What we're doing is something called metacognition. We're actually watching and observing ourselves. And this is the most powerful work. Know thyself. Every spiritual book, well, we're doing it here today. So ask yourself the question, what was money like when I was little? Next, I'm going to help you observe that money is not hard to come by. In fact, you are immersed in it. It is insane. Wait till you see how much money is all around you. Money is not, there is enough. And there's more than enough. This is very important to know, right? These beliefs that, the biggest fear that most people have is there's not going to be enough. Oh, there's going to be enough. There's plenty. Money just keeps expanding. There's more money on the planet today than there ever has been before. It's ridiculous. So the way we're going to start reprogramming the old beliefs is just by starting to observe all the money that is currently all around you. And it's very easy to do that. Now, when you're driving up and down the street, you see a gas station, start to think of yourself or think about how much is that gas worth that's underneath the ground in this gas station? How much money is that worth? How much money is this corporation worth? Pull it up on your phone. Google, what is the market cap of British Petroleum? And then you look over here on this, you're driving your car, you're looking at a gas station. Wow, that's $100 billion company, more, right? You're looking at this restaurant. Oh, it's a McDonald's restaurant. Oh, What's the market cap of McDonald's? Well, damn, I'm looking at a restaurant right now that's worth billions and billions and hundreds of billions of dollars. It's everywhere. And you're observing money right now. And this is just within the 200-foot radius of you. All I'm asking you to do is start to observe the money that is already here. You're immersed in it. It's everywhere. It's ridiculous. Massive. So now we're going to shift our perspective, though. And instead of looking at this corporation and looking at the gas station and looking at all the other cars on the road, what are all those cars worth? Here's these downtown buildings. How much are the downtown buildings worth? There's a skyline of the city you live in. What is that worth? Trillions? Probably. So now we must shift our perspective a little bit. Instead of looking at it like, oh, well, that's outside of me. Know that you're an integral part of it. You're already in it. You filled your tank at the gas station. You swiped your card. Your money's flowing. You got value. You filled your tank. You filled your belly when you went and bought a hamburger over here. You're in this world of money already. So it is not outside of you. Start to step back and go, okay, I'm completely surrounded by money and I'm actually a part of it. Right? Infuse yourself into it. So it's not this thing, well, oh, the money's just for them and not for me. No, that's separating yourself from it. Immerse. Know that you are immersed in it. Next thing you're going to do is appreciate what you already have. And this is when you're tapping in right now. You start to feel good about what you already have and start to realize that you're making money right now. Just by watching this video, you're making money. You don't believe me? Well, do you have money in an interest-bearing account? I'm not asking how much interest it's earning. Are you earning anything? Probably yes. Well, therefore, you are making money, whether you work, whether you sleep, whether you sit there and watch this video, you're making money right now. Start to realize that and start to feel good about it and take away the adjectives of, well, that's not a lot of money. Okay, let's not focus on how much and big and little, because God does not respond to big and small and up and down and left and right. God responds to feeling. So let's just tap into the fact that you are making money right now. Okay, cool. That's kind of a cool observation. Don't get bogged down to it's not a lot. We're talking pennies. Oh, that greedy corporation only pays me pennies on my money. You're getting down the rabbit hole of the negativity now. Okay, let's stop that. That's the beliefs. No, just pay attention to the fact that I'm making money right now. Okay, cool. Then start to pay attention and be appreciative of what you currently have with no judgment. It's not about, well, I barely have anything and this and that. Okay, you're not approaching it right. Appreciate what you currently have. If you want to have the bank account that you love, you got to love the bank account that you have. Right? Next, we're going to drop the bags because let me first share this with you. You live in an abundant world. You don't believe me? Picture yourself walking down a path in a forest. You're eating an apple. You throw the apple core into the forest. Let's pretend there's 8 seeds in that apple core. Let's pretend those 8 seeds plant themselves as nature does. Nature's amazing. And it gets the proper sunlight and water, and those seeds grow. It is not going to create 8 new apples, which would be amazing in of itself. No, it is going to create 8 new apple trees, which is going to bear fruit for the rest of eternity. And as far as we know, it's going to outlive us. Think about that. One apple core that you planted, let nature do its thing. That is the God energy. Let nature do its thing. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to sit there and look at those seeds and yell at them and willpower and white knuckle this thing. No, you're in the flow. You're in it already. If you cut your arm, if you scrape your arm, you don't need to sit there and yell at it all day. Heal, heal. You let it go and you let God do God's work. You let the quantum field, you let the universe, whatever you want to call it. We're not getting into the semantics of it. Okay? We must let God do his work, its work, whatever. And we live in a naturally, massively abundant universe. One apple core can create endless apples for lifetimes. Just like Jesus with the bread, right? One loaf of bread can create endless amounts of bread. $1 could create endless amounts of money. Appreciate what you currently have. Know that you live in a massively abundant universe. look at it everywhere, drive up and down the street and start to see all the wealth that's already there, that's already around you. Know that you're a part of it. Every time you swipe that card, be grateful. I'm exchanging value with this massive conglomerate that makes hundreds of billions of dollars. It is not outside of you. You're part of it. You're in the flow, right? And finally, we're going to just appreciate what we currently have. If you can appreciate what you currently have, you're going to stay in that high vibration of gratitude. Gratitude is the bridge to take you from where you are to where you want to go. And it is through appreciation, and it is not up to you to figure out how these blessings are going to continue to multiply in your life. It is just a matter of having a focal point, having a North Star of this is what I want. This is what my higher self is calling me to be. And then let God do God's work. Let nature do nature's work. You are in the flow already. It is already happening. So we must just focus on what it is that you want, what your heart's desire is, your most authentic self. And then stay in that vibe right now and basically live as if you are already that. Mark 11:24. Anyone who's coached with me or anyone who knows me knows I should tattoo it on me because I believe it so much. It's so real to me. Mark 11:24. Jesus talks about, whatever you ask for in prayer, pray as if you already have it, and it will be yours. So let us do that. Observe all the wealth around you. You live in this massively abundant universe, and we are going to be now what it is that we are called to be, right? Be your higher self now. Just be it now without the judgment of, oh, well, I don't have enough now. Oh, this is not enough. Oh, this person's moving faster than me. Oh, this person. Let all that go. That's the letting go process. Be your most authentic self now, and what you ask for in prayer will be added onto you. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, and all of these things will be added onto you. It doesn't say, seek all of the things out here and then the kingdom of God will appear. No, we got to go within first. Focus on how you feel, right? And it starts with asking and identifying your current money beliefs. So just ask yourself, what was money like when I was little? Know that it's actually a lie. Scarcity is a lie. Think about the apple core. One apple core does not create 8 apples. It creates 8 apple trees. Then start to pay attention to the fact that you live around money everywhere. Start to appreciate the money you currently have with gratitude and love. And then start to be the highest and best version of yourself today. There's no waiting. Just be it here today and stay in that state. And when you are staying in that state and you are conscious and you are aware, you are in the present moment. And now anything that happens outside of you, you are going to respond from the place of your higher self. You're going to respond from this version of you that you are creating. Respond to everything and anything that happens in your life from the place of your higher self. So now you are no longer in the hypnotic rhythm. You're no longer just this hypnotized knee-jerk reaction. Crazy. That's the hamster wheel. So everybody, you live in an abundant universe. Let us stay present. Appreciate you all joining me on this Sunday, and I hope you all have a great day.